And it's funny you say that about Common because he is a socially conscious motherfucker, but he be out here. I always hear him on like voiceovers and shit. Like I don't ever
That's
like
what I'm
hear
talking
him.
about.
Yeah, like even the music, all that. I don't hear him out here. Kendrick, I don't hear him out here. And I miss Kendrick. I feel like this is the time he would thrive. All these fucking protests and all this like energy towards the system,
Mhm.
shit like that. Even
Yep.
the black murder shit. How to like? I'm not saying to capitalize off of it or anything, but that's just like
To
the social
even
shit he always talks about.
right
Yeah.
to have a
So I'm
voice in
just
it.
like, yeah, where you at?
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times because people they profit off of their image and shit, but it's like they're not gonna put themselves in a position where they could get canceled or put themselves in a what I'm saying, where they could lose their fan
Lose the
base. So they
brand
just
money.
make the music,
Right.
like, fuck up the brand. They just put their messages through the music. You know what I'm
Like,
saying? But
but
at the
even
same
my
time, it's
thing,
like if that's who you say you are, then that's I guess you would think people would show that outside the music too at the same time, right?
right?
I'm asking as far as like speaking on like social topics and shit like that or social issues. I mean,
Yeah, and that's why I felt like his whole wave was anyway, like in the first place. But even still, like I mentioned, like he didn't even have like a statement or anything after like Dr. Dre's aneurysm, like no shit like that. I feel
Hmm.
like that would be one of them points just to drop some all Dr. Dre feature shit that ain't been released ever or something. Like it's been opportunities to still come out, but he kind of like still, I don't know what's up. I just would like to hear something. It's been years. And normally, like when
I
people
mean, what
come out,
about J.
like
Cole? Do you feel the
What
same way
about him?
about J. Cole? Cause this like, do you think J. Cole is like the type of guy that like speaks out against social issues and shit,
uh, no, because he
I
actually
mean, he
or
still
is
be
it
shows
more
marching.
like
himself
in
in the
their music?
public eye. Yeah, he's still in the public eye. Like he was at All Star Weekend a couple years ago. You know what I mean? He pretty much headlined that shit. He's still dropping albums. He still got content. Like even though he is like silent when he breaks his rollout and everything, he's still rolling out. Kendrick, like it be no signs. Like I don't know. I don't see any signs of him at all.
Hmm.
That's why I say that. And I feel like he would thrive in this era
So
right
do you
now.
think that? All right. So here's a question. So do you think if a rapper is a, let's say, so-called social conscious rapper, should they also like be an activist? I guess you would say. Like, should they be an activist if they're a socially conscious rapper? You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of fuel that energy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, can you separate the two? Can you be the rapper who talks about society and the system, but then when shit happen in real life, you ain't nowhere to be seen? Or should you be the type? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it? Should you? You know what I'm saying? Can you
Yeah.
be both,
I,
or can you do one and the other? Like, how does that work?
I mean, it's selfish to
Hey,
think that,
Marcus,
but yeah, I feel like you can be both.
this is
Yeah.
you yourself. You say this all the time. You can't serve two masters. So I don't know.
And that
You
is
you
true,
can't
but
feed the beast of the music industry and still talk about social issues. So you
yeah.
gotta choose
I
one.
just, but what I'm saying is, I feel like he kind of built his reputation and his whole,
Off that shit.
image off of that. That's why I say like would still fuel him and everything
That's the
too.
point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
See,
exactly.
you're exactly right, Kim. And the root
Yeah,
of all this shit, like I said, I said that I've said this before on the podcast. Like, it's the struggle rapper. They're part of the same shit as the gangster rapper, the ratchet rapper, the whatever the fuck,
hmm,
whatever the hell you want to call it. They're all part of the
Subgenres.
same shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're
right.
another subgenre, but the reason why they're relevant is because their relevance is due off your struggle. So it's like kind of
Yes,
like, because so it's like this. If you're not going through the struggle, you don't relate to the struggle rapper. So the struggle rapper kind of validates your struggle, which creates more struggle within your mind, because it's like
agreed.
kind of like making it more of a reality. While you know what I'm saying, rather than coming out it. Don't get me wrong, because they make inspirational songs too. So I'm not trying to say struggle
Yeah,
rappers out here got niggas all depressed and shit. But what I'm saying is like it kind of takes away from like the accountability because it's never your fault. It's always someone else's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah,
like that
but
kind
I
of like
always had like this thought of like do like do those tracks actually make you like do it put you in the mood, or is it setting them? I don't know. Like do that did the song that you listening
what you
to that
mean?
like those mood
Yeah,
music,
I know what you
I know
mean.
what you're
those
saying.
mood music songs,
Yeah,
like do it put you in the
yeah,
mood, or you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
I feel like
yeah.
or do it give
I
you,
feel
or
like
do it give you comfort in the mood? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it gives me comfort, and that's what I
I
want
think
to.
it puts you in the
But
That's
mood.
that.
also it kind of puts you in the mood when you not willing to be in that mood. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and he makes mood music. That's what I'm saying. The mood and the temperature of society right now is
Even like
perfect for
you
him.
know, like we was talking about Kid Cudi a couple weeks ago. Like sometimes that shit
Yeah.
kind of puts you in the mood, like that
Hmm.
moody ass, or even like Mac Miller, like
Yeah,
last
it
2 albums.
does though.
That
Yeah.
shit puts you in
Yeah.
the
That's why
mood of
music's so
something that
powerful,
you
man.
really don't. Yeah,
It
it
does.
don't really.
Exactly.
But look, it's like a soundtrack to your like your emotions and shit. Because like put it like this, when I was kind of raised like on some pro black shit, so like I
Yep.
was always attracted to like the conscious rappers just because of that. You know what I'm saying? I used to read like history books and shit. My dad you know what I'm saying, used to have me reading shit about Africa and all that other shit. So like when I'm growing up, I'm seeing like Talib Kweli, and
Yep.
I'm seeing like fucking Most Def and niggas like that. So I'm drawn to that shit. So them niggas all like on the black revolutionary shit, got the fist up, and I'm like, drawn to that shit. But then when you get older, you realize it like kind of like, puts you in that perpetual state of, having to fight the battle. Like it's an external, what I'm saying, force that's holding you back rather than yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily
Mm.
saying that can't be a possibility, but it's like kind of like saying, it's like you know what I'm
It's a
saying? It
cycle.
is you
Yeah.
can't yeah, it's like the same shit as like taking the fucking civil rights movement and just replaying it in your brain over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
Right.
the best way to describe it. You know what I'm saying?
I like
It's like
it.
that type of shit.
Hmm.
And
That
and
that sound like
That's
that's why
good.
music is so powerful.
yeah, and even to speak on that, you
Did
said
you
you
say, Corey?
always like
I was I was saying that's why music is so powerful. So basically, what you're saying is
Yeah.
depending on the genre that you're listening to constantly, it might put you in that I want to kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, whatever, or it might put you on I want to just smoke bud, or I just want to wild out, whatever. You know what I'm
It
saying?
does. It does
Mm.
though, because even Wiz and Currency and all that other shit, like that shit definitely it made niggas want to smoke and all that shit.
it
You know what I'm saying?
does,
Wiz
and
Khalifa was like the fucking like
the
he
best.
kind of brought in the new age potheads and shit, kind of like as a
Yep.
Yeah.
rapper, like on the mainstream level.
Not even
Yep.
You know what I'm
kinda. He
saying?
did that.
And
He
he like
did
a
that.
Snoop, he's like a Snoop Dogg type nigga.
Yeah, he is of our
Like he's one of
generation.
those
He made
niggas.
that shit just regular to be smoking weed out in the open. You know what I mean? Like
He
just
kind of
to
is. He kind of ushered
Skateboarding,
in that shit.
yeah, he really did. He really did. He like broke that. He was like the perfect icebreaker for that shit too. But
Taylor Gang.
He was. He was like he was.
yeah, but even to speak on what you were saying about Kendrick, Marcus, and like those rappers that are and everything, it's just always what I find intriguing. What I like about them is their perspective of the shit, because all of them have different experiences behind it, and that's why I was saying like, nah, this nigga Kendrick need to just come on with it, because like his experiences behind this shit, especially with California riots, stuff like that. Like I just want to hear, even if he dropped like a quick little 7 track, whatever, like just something just to keep that moment. I guess he don't need
Oh yeah.
momentum because he is that type. He can probably just he like a Frank Ocean of rap. He can just come out whenever the fuck and probably like just do numbers. I feel that, but it's just like it's been some years. I would love to just hear anything, like anything you got. You ain't got to hold all that shit, cause you could be gone tomorrow. That's my whole point. Like you see this now,
Right.
like nobody's untouchable, or
Yeah.
like nobody can escape that shit. So it's like, man, share that shit while you can. The opportunity's still here. There's blessings out here. Like
Mm.
I don't know. Makes me wonder, not judge, just wonder, just an
Yeah. I mean,
observation,
yeah,
like you
of
said.
course, of course, of course. I mean, even when I speak as far as the concept of like even like the revolutionary rappers and all that shit, like it's also you gotta remember who's in control of the message that's being put out in front of you. So it's beautiful and is great and as artful as some shit may seem and as good as it may make you feel. This the enemy is putting that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So you still got to
Right.
analyze that shit certain fucking level. Not necessarily saying, what I'm saying that gotta disregard it because nigga, I listen to this shit too, nigga. Like what I'm saying, but I'm just trying to say you gotta still, can't just soak up everything just because what I'm saying it's painted with a what I'm saying, got a nice bow on top of the president shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like still gotta analyze that because why are you presenting this to me? You know what I'm saying? Why are we've been getting these niggas since the early 90s. Why are we still getting the same, messaging over and over and over and over again? You know what I'm
Over.
saying? It
Yep.
has to be for a reason. It has to be for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Isn't that the same beating to the same drum?
But it's not
Yeah.
necessarily saying that like J. Cole's a bad dude or Kendrick Lamar because like
Nah.
nigga, I'll probably be rapping about the same shit as if I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's still being put out there because it's like, some sort of like, perpetual like I feel like if everything was about just I don't know. I don't know. Music's changing.
It is,
You
but
see a
that's
lot of
still the
different shit.
message behind it, like you
You see
saying.
a lot of different shit. Yeah, but it's a lot of different shit that's going on.
It's changing somewhat. I don't know. I feel like when we was in
Y'all
high
fuck with any of
school,
these new niggas though? Well, who y'all? Is there any like these? Like I put it like this: every rapper that came out after the let's say like the Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Wale, Wiz Khalifa, that era. Like who after that era? Like who's probably your favorite rapper
I don't know.
after those niggas?
I mean, of course, like with the whole
That's not a lot,
Griselda
right?
shit. Yeah, the Griselda shit. Like, uh,
But they like our age, damn near. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what I
Or
mean.
a little
Like,
younger. I'm a little older.
and I was about to say that too. Like, they're not even like of the new generation for real.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I don't listen to
exactly.
too many of them. I probably maybe the closest one that I did
Conway
listen
said in the
to.
bar. Conway said in the bar, he was like, no, he said, how dare you try to put me with these double XL freshman niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I feel him on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
I ain't the same type of rapper these niggas. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. I think the
Yeah,
last good cover was that Wale cover too. That was probably the last like
yeah, that joint
best class
with Mac
of
Miller and
that
all them
shit.
niggas.
Yeah, yeah, that was probably the most official one. But after that, I don't even think it was.
That class was amazing, bro.
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
Randall, you gotta bring that class up on you gotta bring that double XL class up. Hey Randall, post that joint
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
Nipsey was in that
The
shit
double
too. I
XL
think.
class with Wale, it was like Wale, Nipsey was on one joint, but it was like Wale,
I
fucking
think it was
who
Wale,
did you say
Big
was Mac
Sean.
Miller?
Who
I
Like
else
think
Mac
was in
Miller,
that
yeah.
shit?
Currency was on one of them joints.
I think Wiz was in
Big
that shit
Sean,
too. Yeah,
Wiz, yeah,
yep.
it was
That
a
was the
bunch of
best
it
one.
was a whole rack of niggas,
That was
man.
the
And
best
Drake was
class.
in that too, bitch ass.
Actually, they probably had
Wow.
about three straight that was good rap. Like like what I guess you could say from 2008, 2008 to probably like 2000, like 12, 14. There was a lot of good rappers came out during that era.
Okay, yeah, it was a few good covers. I know now it ain't shit, but like you right, it was like a nice little run. It probably
I
was
don't even
that
be looking
four
at that
year.
shit no more.
Nah. It was like
Yeah, it
that
was probably
first
like a good,
class, like you
strong
said.
4 years.
Yeah, that first 4 years of that
Yeah,
shit. The first class of it.
but yeah, it was
You
one
right.
class that had like a whole bunch of like niggas
This the
staples
same
in
one?
rap. I think Big Sean. Yeah, like you said, Wale. Fucking Mac Miller.
This the same one? I be throwing off with this
I
shit.
don't know. Just post one of them joints.
It was like a
We could be mixing some of them shits up because I ain't seen
Right.
that cover in years.
yeah. I know it was like 8 people deep, 10 people deep.
But there was a whole bunch of like well-known rappers that came
2010.
out of the group. Yeah, Nipsey was in one of them joints too.
Yeah, he was. I think he was in the one with Wale and them. I'm like pretty sure.
He
I
might have
think that
been.
was it.
Oh, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly was on
Nah,
one
that
of
was
them
after.
joints. What was that? The other white rapper, Yellow Wolf and shit. I think he was on one of them shits.
Oh yeah, Asher Roth was in the one I think with
Yeah,
Wale
that's
probably
that's the
too.
one. That's the one.
Asher Roth was on the same. Asher Roth was in the same joint with Wale in them,
Okay, yep.
if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
where he was. And he was straight too. He had a couple.
Remember Charles Hamilton,
Oh yeah, ain't nothing like
Yeah, I
a
know his
Brooklyn
career.
girl.
There you go. That's
J
the joint
Rock.
right there.
Oh yeah, J Cole was on that shit.
J
Okay.
Rock right there.
Damn,
Big
Freddie
Sean.
Freddie Gibbs
Gibbs.
was on
Look,
there. OJ the Juice
Freddie
Man.
Gibbs in the joint. Wiz, J
Yeah,
OJ
Cole,
Juice
the
Man
Juice
was
Man.
on there.
Hey,
fucking Nip. Look at this man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
a
dog.
good.
Look at this
Okay.
class right here.
Yeah, Big Sean was in that one too.
who was
You
this
was
nigga on the
right.
right? Remember he had that one song? Donis. That
For
was
sure,
him.
Donis. Yeah, he did have
I
one.
don't even remember that nigga at all.
He
I
had
don't
that
remember
one
him at
song.
all.
Everybody
Oh,
else was
Pill
thriving in that
was
class.
MMG.
MJ,
That
yeah.
class is right there. It's cold right there, bro.
Wow, Wiz. Damn,
That's a fucking mean
that's a
class right
deep
there.
class right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a class right there.
I
OJ
know.
the Juice Man.
Damn, that shit's tough. That's crazy.
I think I bought one of
Damn
his
it.
albums, young. I ain't gonna lie.
And it,
I bought an OJ the Juice Man album back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't no wrong
that's
with
crazy
that. I fuck
how.
with
Oh,
Juice. I fuck with Juice. Ain't no wrong
that's
with that,
crazy.
dog.
That's
I fuck
crazy
with
how
Juice.
Nah, yeah, nah.
OJ the Juice
He
Man
said,
passed
nah.
away,
Nah, dog.
and Nipsey
32 Entertainment. What y'all niggas tripping, dog.
Nipsey and
OJ,
him passed away.
OJ out
So
here.
But now look, they got J Rock. Yeah, this is for Big Sean, Freddie Gibbs. But what's the joint? I think what year was this?
2010.
2000 like
Say,
10 or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
10,
what
10
was the
February
joint?
10.
must have been
Okay,
'09.
all right, true. So what was the joint the year after this? Because there was another one that had another. There was like probably 2 or 3 deep ass classes though.
It might have been '09 then, or 11.
Or I remember there was the one that had like Wale, Asher Roth, fucking probably, it had to been the year before or the year after that.
Nipsey and OJ the Juice Man both passed away too. That's crazy.
I
OJ
know
the Juice
OJ
Man
passed
ain't
away.
OJ
passed,
Juice Man
nigga. What
passed
you
away.
talking
Oh
about?
shit,
He
my
ain't
bad.
passed
I
away,
know. Hey,
nigga. What you talking
you
about?
good?
Come on,
I'm
dog.
talking
Don't do
about
that. Don't do that,
damn
dog.
my bad. Damn my bad. I'm
They was
talking about
09.
who am I talking about? Who's the other
You said
Atlanta
we was on
nigga?
the '09 joint.
You talking about
Wale.
Shotty
Yeah, that
Low.
2010,
You talking about Shotty
that
Low.
2010
Yeah,
class was deep
Shorty
though.
Love. Yeah.
Oh,
B.O.B.
that was it.
That shit look so
All right,
scary.
Yeah.
B.O.B. Wale, Asher
They gotta be
Roth,
more than that. That was it. It was
but
just
there
them.
was more. There's more. Nah,
Yeah, you open up
that's
the
a
whole
cover. I
magazine.
remember this, man. You had to open it all the way up. You had to
Yeah.
open it all the way up.
Hey, I remember Shotty Low funeral though. They took this man casket through Magic City though.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
Ghetto,
hey,
boy.
hey, I mean, if that's how he wanted to be, that's what he was known
Yeah,
for.
I feel it though. I feel it though. Dun 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 dun
oh,
dun dun dun
oh.
dun. Dun. That's my nigga though. That his shit
That
used to
was my
go
shit,
too
though.
though, man.
Hell yeah.
I bought his album
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he
That's
used to
when
go at
that was
T.I.
around that Gucci era for me.
Yeah, it was. It was him,
Yeah, that's when I
Tim.
was listening to all that shit.
Down South had a nice run, and they still running.
Yeah.
They still
They've
running.
always been in the mix.
It felt like down south been running longer than like up north has been running. I don't know why.
Yeah, they've been in the mix forever. They just
I don't know
been
why.
they always got something.
2011 kind of funny. It's like Kendrick, Lil B, Diggy Simmons, Big Crit,
Eh,
Fred the Godson, Sayada Prince, YG, Mac Miller. That was a good class.
Yeah, that's not
it
bad
was
at
alright.
all.
Matter of fact, Diggy had a little track I like. What was it? Copy Me or something like that. He had a
Not
little track that I enjoyed.
Nah,
I remember he had this vicious track with Lupe. That joint was vicious.
he got another one
Wait,
too.
who did?
Diggy.
You
Diggy.
said Crit?
Not
Oh, for
Diggy.
real? I never heard that
Yeah.
shit.
It was like Diggy and Lupe.
I know Diggy. I never heard that shit. I never
Oh
heard
yeah,
that shit.
Diggy Simmons.
That joint vicious.
I thought he was gonna like blow up a little bit, but kind of
He was
fell off.
on his way too.
No, I thought Will
I
Smith
see
song was gonna blow up off
the
that
2010
one joint.
Ace Hood and Wale, Corey Guns, Mickey Fax, Asher Roth, B.O.B., Charles Hamilton, Ace Hood, Currency, and Kid Cudi. They was all in the 2010 jump.
Oh wow, okay.
That's a nice little class. I feel like Corey Gunn's a little older to be in that joint, but all right.
But he's probably the youngest.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nah, back then he was probably one of
The youngest.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Back
know
then.
what? No, I'm talking about what's his name? Peter Gunn.
You think about his father? Yeah, you think about his
You know,
Peter Guns. My bad.
he be on Cheaters now. He hosts Cheaters.
What?
Peter Guns.
For real?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
crazy as hell.
I seen one joint. He was like, I want
That's
all
some
the
wild
smoke.
shit.
He might have been
Oh,
somebody.
he was about to fight the dude.
Talking about
Yeah.
shows, did anybody see the sniper jump on Vice?
What?
The
No.
DC sniper jump?
They got a new one. Is this documentary?
Nah, I ain't
Oh, they
know they had
said,
one.
they brought it back
I
home.
posted in the group me.
No, I didn't see that joint.
I need to see
I
that
didn't see
shit
that
too.
joint.
I don't even think I don't remember that.
It's
What
gonna be
happened?
like week. It's gonna be like a week by week thing, which I don't like. I think like this whole like
They didn't just drop all the
yeah,
series.
I like all
They don't
episodes
make it
dropped at
corny.
once. Huh? Nah, but the
Oh,
first
okay.
episode
Now I thought you was going
raw.
to yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's raw as shit. You know, I didn't like for real. I think this should be retitled as like how to MK Ultra somebody. Like this is like the ultimate.
Oh, really?
Like this shit is heavy, bro. This shit is heavy. This shit is heavy.
But
Hold on,
bro,
what's it on?
Obviously,
It's on Vice.
I'm about to watch that shit
If
tonight.
you look at what happened,
Watch the first episode. They only
Look, if you
released
look-
the first episode so far.
That's so cool. I can do that tonight. I'm about to smoke one.
But
Go ahead, Marcus.
if you look how that whole shit played out, that's what happened, young. Like the man completely like took control of the man.
But
The
the thing
boy's
is,
mind.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
Malvo is narrating this documentary. It's crazy.
Malvo.
Oh, they
Malvo.
use his actual like
Son,
fucking.
his voice.
Oh, really?
Oh,
From
that's
the prison
heavy,
system.
bro.
That was a young boy,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
he was like 14,
Nigga, that's
15.
heavy as shit.
He's
That's heavy,
narrating
cuz.
this whole jump.
Wow. I love how like
And he a Jamaican too.
now you get so many in-depth
But that
perspectives
that
on
was
shit.
like his parents like totally like dismissed him. Like he was moving family to family, and then when he got to the States, this dude Muhammad like took him under his wing, but he already had kids. But it's like he took him and he knew he was vulnerable and shit, and like turned him into like the shit he was saying in that jump, bro. And it's just the first episode. He was like, he took him to the gun range, and he was like, every time you shoot this target, you killing off a piece of yourself. That's what he told the dude.
Damn, that's some trauma.
Getting them ready.
But the thing
But
is, I
who
never
programmed him to say that shit. Like to train him
That's
like
what
that.
that's
too.
what I'm gonna get to. That's what I'm gonna get to. Like,
Yeah.
how
But
did he know how to
military though? But he was military.
yeah, and then his friends, like the people that he was stationed with, because he was stationed like Tacoma, Washington. I already knew that's like a big military community.
Yeah,
but like who taught him how to MK Ultra other people? That's what I want to get into.
Because it's certain like trigger
But not
words you
even
have to
just
do
that,
with that. It's a lot of shit you have to do with that.
I'm gonna really say MK Ultra though. It's a young mind. It's very impressive.
It's control, but that's mind control.
Yeah, it's mind control. It is
Exactly,
mind
nigga,
control.
but it's
Yeah.
still taking over someone's
When you
mind.
watch this shit, you're gonna notice MK Ultra. You're gonna notice MK Ultra because
It's mind control.
Just
That's
watch
literally
it.
what MK Ultra is. It's mind control.
I get what y'all
It's really
saying.
mind control.
It's control to kill too.
How old was this young man? How old was this young man when this happened?
Hey Corey, did you know
he's like 14, 15?
Did you know he was
Exactly,
catching?
exactly.
Did you know he was catching bodies before the whole sniper shit? He was walking on people and just blasting them away. Did you know that?
The young boy.
Yeah, just walking up on him. Just walking up
No,
on
it
him.
ain't
This
none
is
of
Just
crazy.
pulling the trigger.
Was
3,
cuz
4, 5 times, whatever.
But I
what
mean,
Up close
that's
and
to teach him
personal.
how to kill and not to even feel anything with
That's
was
that
the
shit,
cuz
though.
thing.
telling him to do that though? Was cuz telling him to do that? Was the same dude
Yes,
in
yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. A young mind is impressionable. A young mind is
No, but that's a
impressionable.
part of
Yeah,
the
but that
training to be able to just like disconnect and like
yeah,
do
that's
that shit, though.
because I think like you don't develop that empathy like as a kid. That's why like in these like third world
You
countries
don't.
they be having these
That's why
child
them child soldiers. Yeah,
yeah, they be having them child soldiers. They don't have it. They haven't developed that empathy yet.
yeah.
He
They
was using that shit to his
probably think
advantage.
they playing a video game or some shit or whatever the
But
fuck.
but
He
But he
literally
was
but
turned that
what
boy
was
praising.
into like
his?
a human weapon.
But
Yeah,
he was praising him though. At the same time, he's like, oh, he was such a great father with his other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like he
I,
he was
that's what
using
I'm
him
saying.
as a like a straight
His
up like
assassin, right?
robot of yeah,
A
like
straight up pawn.
yeah.
A straight up
But the
pawn.
thing is, that was so
But what
crazy
was
about
the?
this whole story that is
I wish I watched this show. Yeah, we need to watch. We need
I'm
to
about to
update.
watch it.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
this on.
I watched the first one tonight.
I'm gonna
yeah.
watch this on.
but
It's
the craziest
crazy.
thing about this whole story, like, or well, not well, one of the craziest things, not the craziest, was that
It's in the
I remember
neighborhood.
his wife that lived out here in the DC area was like, she was like, I was hearing about this story and I was like, John, and I'm like, how the fuck this nigga was in Washington, Seattle, Washington, and you in fucking in the DC area in Montgomery
You
County,
in DC.
But
and you
You in
see
but
another
watch the
Washington.
news and you know it's him, and you know it's him though. You know what I'm saying? Like that
right,
just goes to show that he was a different kind of weird nigga.
right,
Like you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Mm.
Like how you on the opposite side of the planet? I mean, of the country, and know that he's the one who's doing that shit.
But they was
The
walking
fuck?
up on people, murking people from like Tucson, Arizona, Alabama, Clinton, Maryland. He was in Clinton, Maryland, then drove back to Washington State. Like he was like grooming them before the whole like
Just popping.
like the whole sniper situation. He was just walking up on people and just like blam, 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 like 4 times in a row.
So there must have been a bigger plan then. There must have been a bigger plan.
So
Man,
that's my question. What was the bigger plan at the end of
I
that?
don't
Like
know.
for him
It's some.
personally, like I'm talking about the
Remember,
pops.
no, but remember they were saying it was to scare his wife. They said he was doing that. Remember they were trying to say he was doing that to fuck with his wife. Remember that
I
shit?
don't
Y'all
know. I
remember?
What?
don't
They would
know.
say he was
I
doing
didn't
that
get
to
that from
scare
the
his
first
wife.
episode.
I
I think it was
well,
just
well, but that's what they were
some
saying back
power.
in the
Now,
day. His wife was like,
yeah, I know. Back in the day, they were gonna say whatever, but I do agree with you. It got to be like some type of
It
end
gotta
of a
be something
gentleman to
else,
be
man.
doing that shit. Like
It
maybe
gotta
I
be
feel like
something
he was
else.
probably trying to get to somebody that fucked him over back in the day, that was government official or like trying to send out a signal for something else. Uh,
I think he
d-
was MK Ultra and then was using the same tactics on him. I think
yeah,
Mm.
that was the
yeah,
shit.
pretty much.
and having him carry out the missions and stuff
It wasn't
instead
even
of
no
him.
missions. I don't think it
Yep,
wasn't no
I
point to
agree.
the shit for real. It was just like
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the same tactics that was like used against me because he was
Yeah.
just a regular, family guy.
Cause you're out
Until
here
this,
shooting random people. It's not no you know what I'm saying? They're not no
I
official.
know.
and
You out here shooting random people.
that's why
Yeah, I know.
they got away for so long because it was like
Yeah.
no affiliation to these people. It was just
Yeah.
random.
Niggas canceled
Yeah.
the whole football season, basketball, all that in high school. They canceled all that shit out this joint.
Nigga, that was all around my like my radius. The whole
Yeah.
shit.
They canceled all that shit. They shot a little cuz out here in Bowie. They shot
Yep.
I think they thought they had
It was
seen the
Wheaton,
niggas in
Aspen Hill,
yeah, they
Northwest.
thought they
It
seen them
was
at
all up and
the
down Georgia Avenue,
what's that shit
That's
called?
wild, man. I couldn't even imagine that
The
shit.
Best Buy. They
and they
thought
was
they
telling
found that nigga in the
everybody,
Best Buy.
yeah, and they was telling everybody it was
White paint
uh
van.
and it was a fucking blue Cadillac, no, not Cadillac, blue Chevy Caprice,
Priest. I thought it was a
Yeah, I
priest.
remember that. They were like laying
slant
down
back,
in the back
yeah,
or some
Hey,
shit.
hey,
yep.
hey,
Yeah.
everybody said, oh, they're looking for the white paint van. There's got to be somebody white. And then they said that the
Exactly.
Caprice, it's like, oh, it's a nigga.
Yep. Right when they
It's a
said
nigga.
that.
It's a
Caprice
nigga. That
classic.
joke. It's a nigga, that joke. Uh-huh.
That mind was says the L.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Caprice classic. Mm.
Was like, we know who that is.
Stop paint.
That might be a DC nigga. It just might be a DC nigga.
Real
If
talk.
it was a bubble,
In a bubble. Yeah, that's what I was like. Is it the bubble or what? Is it the bubble or we the box? We in the bubble or we in the box? Mm-hmm.
that trying to put some miles on it because they was like in Tucson, they was in Alabama.
Yeah, they got
I
caught
didn't know
in
they- I didn't know they
Jersey.
did.
Then they get somewhere up tri-state area.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, like should we be giving like all this energy to like these dark documentaries, like the whole Richard Ramirez type jump, the
I don't know.
night stalker and shit like that. That shit was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, all it does
It
is
was
just
good.
try to like help
I-
explain shit.
Cecil
halfway.
Hotel and shit like that. That shit is
I don't
creepy.
think it's giving
Oh,
energy.
that Cecil Hotel was wild, actually.
That joint was I don't feel like it's giving energy to that shit though. I think it's just like you know what I'm saying? Niggas just curious. Niggas want to see what the fuck happened. Niggas don't know about this shit. This shit was back in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit that we watched anyway was back in the day. Like, but this joint, right? We lived through that shit. So I want to know some motherfucking details, see what the fuck happened
Yeah.
and whatever the fuck.
And I like shit that's better that's not like unsolved anyway. Cause that unsolved and like open ended shit pisses me off every time.
Did y'all you talking about did y'all see that that new Biggie movie? I think it got like
on the Netflix
Story to Tell.
I didn't see it yet. It's
I like
what's it called?
Yeah, it's
That's
on
a
I
Netflix.
joint
got a
with,
story to tell.
Mhm.
That's a joint with my dog in that joint from Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp.
What? No, that's a
No.
whole different. That's not a documentary.
No, that's
like
what I'm
the
talking about. No, that's
Biggie?
talking about a documentary.
Oh no, they
no,
shut
the
that
whole
shit
murder
down.
case jump.
They shut that
Yeah.
shit down. They shut that shit down a while
No,
ago.
that shit out. That shit out. That shit
Is
out.
it?
Yeah, that shit out. That's what I was asking.
Alright.
If I'm Johnny Depp is, I don't know what the hell he is in that joint, but it's got
He's
enough
the
to get that joint.
He was
he's like
director of it.
investigative
The
detective.
producer.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I gotta see that
trying to
joint.
break the case open. That quit the LA law force.
Oh wow, okay.
So he must have found some dirt and got the fuck out of there. Okay. Yeah.
It's crazy,
That's
like how
enough.
you see, like I don't know if we want to like get into that. How you see, like
Actors portray that shit.
I don't know, like who's involved in that shit. You see, like niggas in bow ties. You know, it's the Nation of Islam and shit. So like,
Oh,
what they gotta do with that?
I always wonder about like that whole, like why they be hated so hard, like beyond religion, because you know that shit ain't all religion stuff and beliefs. It gotta be something more. Like I wonder if they did some scumbag shit back in the day.
It's called City of Lies. That ain't come out. Look like
See
it
it
came out.
lies. That's what it is. Yeah, that
I'll
shit
look
on
it
my
up.
mouth. The joint where I be watching the shit before it's supposed to be out.
Yeah, you
It
got
be on my
some
little app.
jailbroke.
Oh, so
How long
you
is
saying
it?
be stealing movies?
Nah, I don't got no. I ain't stealing shit. I got an Apple iPhone. I don't got nothing jailbroke out this joint. I got an app that I can watch whatever the fuck I want to watch on that joint.
It's already out, man. I can watch this.
What is it? It's like Movie Box or some
It's
shit.
a 6.4.
Whatever
It's a 6.4 rating.
6.4. I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge.
I don't know. You gave Mortal Kombat.
It's probably all right.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
but I might give it a favor because I fuck with my dog Johnny Depp. I fuck with Johnny Depp. I ain't never seen him in a bad movie, never. Just like I ain't never seen Leonardo in a bad movie, Leonardo DiCaprio in a bad movie. I don't know why none of these niggas don't be getting awards like out there
That's
ass
my
or whatever the
favorite
fuck.
right actor.
Yeah,
Cabrio.
yeah, man, he be in
He has
some
an
fucking
outstanding
joints, dog.
catalog.
He be in some
Outstanding.
fucking
Yeah,
joints.
he is. Like he does though. Even
Yeah,
you ever
man.
seen us eating Gilbert Grape
Gilbert
back
Grape,
in the day?
yeah.
See, that's my
dog,
first
hell
joint
yeah.
I seen him in. That's the first.
Yeah.
And
I don't know how he win shit
That's
for
Johnny
that.
Depp.
like,
Johnny Depp was in that movie.
But
Johnny
he
Depp
was-
was in that movie.
Yep.
Yeah, Johnny Depp played his older brother, but
Yep.
but the thing is, his acting was
Yep.
so phenomenal. He was young as shit at that time, so I was like, damn, this
Yep.
nigga is like good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. Even in like Basketball Diaries, I used to watch that show on HBO.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this
Mhm.
motherfucker?
That
Yeah,
movie
that
was
was ahead
sick.
of his time. Yeah, I was like, man, this motherfucker right here.
That's why
Yeah.
I don't really think he like deserve. Even though the Revenant was a good movie, I think like it was like a buildup of all his like catalog to make him
Yeah.
win that jump. That's how
Like
this
he
shit be
should.
sometimes
Yeah,
with
he
those
should have been got that jump.
yeah with those like
Yeah,
those best actor jumps, especially like when when shit was not all on streaming
Yeah.
shit. But like the whole like build up to that point, that's what when you best actor. Cause
Yeah.
ain't no way
Revenant was
like
alright. It was
Matthew
alright.
McConaughey should have won for like Dallas Buyers Club or some shit like that. Like
yeah, some
it was
old
like his whole
bullshit.
build
Yeah.
up to that point.
Revenant
Yeah.
was a good ass movie though.
Revenant was
a
good,
good
It was.
movie though.
It
That shit
was.
was
but
good.
Tom Hardy was just as good in Revenant as him. He
Yeah.
was just as
Yeah.
good.
I like
But
Tom
Yeah.
Hardy too. He's
Leonardo
one of my
had
Actually, I would watch
favorites.
this shit again.
way better acting movies. He had way better movies he was acting.
Yeah,
Way
performances,
better
all that
movies.
type shit. Yeah,
Shit,
Yeah.
fucking what?
that
We can
nigga's
go
movie
back to
magic.
Gangs of New
He's-
York. You can go back to Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
Dog.
Gangs of
Yeah,
New York
he
was
got
my
here.
shit, man. Gangs
He
of New
got
York was my
tracks.
shit.
Dog. He got tracks.
But that's the
That's the
thing.
joint.
The co-host, the
wasn't
nigga that played
Tobey
the
Maguire in
butcher,
that jump?
the nigga who,
Wasn't Tobey Maguire in that jump?
who was the
Yeah,
butcher?
it was.
Was he?
Who was the butcher? Who's
Who's
the nigga
Yeah,
that played
who was
the
the
butcher
butcher?
in the Gangs of New York? Because he
The
was just as
guy.
good. That nigga.
He was
that
the
role,
guy from There
dog.
Will Be Blood. The guy from There Will Be Blood. Whatever that oil movie.
forgot his name,
Daniel
dog.
Day.
Yeah.
Daniel Day.
Yeah,
Whatever. Nigga,
There
he
Will Be Blood.
destroyed
That was a good
role,
movie
you know?
too.
Like,
Yeah, he did. He wasn't
Like, he
playing
killed
shit.
that
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Like,
Daniel
Yeah.
Day.
he
Day.
was just as
Yeah.
powerful. He was for real. He was the star of the movie
Daniel
on the
Day
low
was.
for real. If you really think about that shit.
But you need
You know what I'm
that in
saying?
those
Like,
type of
accountability.
movies.
You know he
gotta
quit.
have that balance.
You know he retired.
The antagonist.
When he retired.
Oh, he did? For real?
Daniel Day retired.
Yeah.
This nigga won
He was the antagonist.
two best actors.
The two of them things. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
alright.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
alright.
In and out.
You know,
I'm
talent when you
not-
see it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gangs of
So
New
that
York
was,
is a great fucking movie.
There it is.
And We Will Be Blood. Daniel Day.
Yeah, that's what I said. There Will Be Blood, dog. There will be. That was a good ass movie.
He
Good
did
ass
Lincoln
movie.
too, but I'm not. I'm kind of partial to that shit.
Yeah,
Lincoln
yeah.
got a lot of stories with his shit.
Yeah, it's like some people think Lincoln is like partly Moorish or black and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
heard
heard that before.
I heard of that.
I heard that
That's
That's
before.
what
why
I was actually saying. There's so many.
That's why he the copper coin.
Get a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
With his black ass.
but there's
Exactly.
He might have
They,
been
said
on
they had a thing where they said he was black.
there's this one YouTube channel I was listening to, and this dude's like from Nicaragua, so like he has no like American allegiance or no, you know what I'm saying. But he was like explaining that like he was like reading like all because before then there was like no internet or no interviews and shit like that. So he was just reading people personal accounts, and they would say like you know what I'm saying. Lincoln was like in bondage and shit. Like he was a slave himself, but what they call like indentured servants and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like people,
bruh.
the way people described him in public, he was a tall, he was a tall Blake Griffin looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That would dunk on you and shit like that. You know what I'm
I'm about to
saying?
say he might have been a light skinned cuz. He might have been a light skinned cuz.
Yeah. That's the way they described him. That's the way they described him.
You know how they go. One drop of black. You black. One drop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So people
and
praising
even
him
with
down.
that. And it's funny you say that. Even with that, they only gonna see the black anyway.
Yeah,
It don't matter how.
He was like
Yeah.
discriminated up until like a certain point that he made history in America. So like up until a point where he, didn't bend the line. That's when he was
All right,
praised.
you white. All right, you white enough. You white enough.
Right.
We can put you in the
I mean,
books.
but it's funny though. It's funny because
Like what they said.
We're gonna put you down here.
So that was like the earliest part
Remember,
of saying you invited.
Yep,
to the
exactly.
cookout.
How's this sound? Abe Lincoln, savior of the slaves.
Now go ahead, Marcus.
And we'll let you do it during 4th of July. Like all
I
types
was
of
gonna
shit.
say
man.
it's funny because of Babe Ruth too.
Yeah, Babe
Because
Ruth.
a lot
Yeah,
of people,
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
about
They
that
say he
too.
was
like
black
Babe
too.
Ruth, Babe Ruth was also black too, right?
But I think
Real talk,
that's
real
like one of
talk.
the
Like I
most.
used to hear it until I actually looked at his fucking pictures, and it's like, nigga, you
I'm gonna
can
pull
clearly
it up.
see he's
Yeah,
not pure white. Like he got
Yeah.
color
Oh
in him. He
yeah.
got
You know who
something.
they
It's
had play him in the
I
I
agree
movie?
don't
with
know.
you.
They
Even in
had
some of the pictures,
the
he looks like
Yeah,
tan, like brownish kind of.
they had the dad from Roseanne play him in the movie. Dan, whatever
Dan
his fucking
Aykroyd.
name is. Dan, no, not Dan Aykroyd.
what?
That's not his name.
Yeah, it is from
His
Roseanne.
name is
he's like, no,
yeah from
no,
Roseanne.
nigga.
That's
Roseanne.
Dan Aykroyd.
This is his last name Aykroyd. Nah,
Yeah.
Roseanne.
no, nigga,
Nah,
no.
that's not Dan
From Roseanne.
Aykroyd. That's
No,
Dan
that's not
Arnold.
Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Arnold.
Oh, that is Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold.
That's not no
Yeah, he's
damn
from
Arnold.
Corn.
Mm-mm.
Oh, then who is it? What's his name?
That's
The dad.
John
I'm about to
Yeah.
Goodman.
Dan.
John
From
Goodman.
Roseanne,
Thank
that's
you.
John
Yeah,
Goodman.
Exactly.
yeah, that
I'm
sounds
about to
right
slap
to
all
me.
of
John
y'all.
Goodman. John Goodman. Yeah, I know it wasn't no
I was about to
Dan.
say that
I
dude
know it
from
wasn't no
the
Dan.
quarantine movie. That second one where they
You talking
underground
about
and shit.
Cloverfield?
Yeah,
Cloverfield?
That sounds
Cloverfield, Cloverfield.
That's John Goodman.
Yeah, that's John Goodman.
John
I knew who you
Goodman.
were
Yeah,
talking
Yeah.
John
about.
Goodman.
I,
Right.
was,
You
I
right.
always,
You right.
I
Yeah.
must have fucked him up by saying his name was Dan from the
yeah, nah,
his
either
name was
way.
Dan and Roseanne. His name
And
was
I'm
Dan and
thinking Dan
Roseanne.
Aykroyd, fucking Ghostbusters and shit.
Mm.
Somebody sent me pictures of Babe Ruth, black ass.
With his black
I know,
ass.
right? I seen
Yeah.
that shit. I'm like, hold up, man. This nigga look just like what's his name? Kevin Gates. I was like, I had no fucking idea.
He look
That's
old as
exactly what he
shit.
look like. This nigga look just like Kevin Gates.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he was an old ass man playing,
Right, he like
but
30,
Yeah.
but smashing.
he's probably like 20, and like he look 43 at least.
Maybe.
But why did niggas back in the day look so much older? Like,
I know even they talk
Yeah,
weird. They talk weird as
yeah.
shit.
You think it was
They
the
were older though.
clothes and shit? I think it was the clothes and you know what I'm saying? It's just a
They
different time
was.
Nah, it'd
period,
be
man.
their
It's just a
face.
different time period. Yeah, they face too, but it's a whole
nah, but they
different time
faces
period.
used to look old.
Old as fuck playing baseball.
That too. That too. But everybody wore motherfucking suits, so you couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me send you.
Everybody wore 3-piece suits out that joint. Unless you was fucking playing baseball or basketball or whatever. During the day, everybody had a goddamn 3-piece suit on. Wasn't
True.
nobody wearing no skinny jeans or no or none of this other shit out there joint. Everybody look exactly the same.
This the most tight picture though of Babe Ruth.
Hey, check out the
Put it
Insta
up there.
white room one. I sent one.
Put it up there. Put it up
You
there.
look kind
We
of.
just winging it today.
Nah, yeah. Just check that
Right.
real quick. He look
That's how
like
we
he
do
could
it.
be. It's a colorized pic too.
But this when you with the whole, he used to always be with the whole like Negro League shit. So I don't know. Maybe this is cousins, or
Yeah,
maybe
but
like they said this, like you see how cousin reaching down his hand. They try and compare his hand to Babe Ruth face. You know what I'm saying? You know how you like hold like
Oh yeah.
you hold your arm against somebody else's
Yeah.
arm. You trying to hold his arm to his face and like, look, he one of us.
Oh yeah. True.
you never know.
Dang, I
know what I'm
found
saying?
Never
another
know.
pic too where he do.
You
look-
never know.
And look at cuz with tipping his hat. You're like,
You
yeah,
never know.
I can agree, my guy.
Yup.
What? Hey, but what year did he play baseball though? What year did
It's
he
like
play
the
baseball?
20s, the 20s, the
The
30s.
20s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Babe Ruth was. Yeah.
I asked that because
I forgot. I
asked
read
that
up on.
because
He from Baltimore too. No, but I read up on. I think his like he has like his he had like a black grandmother or something. He had like a grandparent that was black. It was like some shit
He got
like
to,
that.
man. He got a big ass nose too.
Like he had like his. I think his.
Right.
It was something like that. It was like his. Obviously, don't take me word for word, but it was something like that. It was like a grandparent or something. It wasn't like his immediate parents. It was like a grandparent, some shit like that, or great grandparent, some shit like that.
that might have got his ass in that orphanage.
So it wasn't like it was.
That might have being black. That might have got him in the orphanage.
Did it? They used to
Yeah,
call him Darky or some shit like that.
Yeah, he ain't come
Read
from
up on
happy
that shit.
home, dog.
When you doing that,
He
they
ain't
call
come
him
from no
Darky
happy
because he was
home.
darker than like all the boys.
Yeah,
I'm
he ain't
even
come from
looking
no
at like
happy
some of
home.
Because he went to an all boys.
his young boy pics. Man, shit's crazy.
Yeah, he went to one of them Catholic orphanages or whatever
In
the fuck it
Baltimore.
was. Yep, yep,
That's where you from.
yeah. That's it. And I think he played for the Baltimore Orioles first or whatever they was, but back then. And then he went to the
All
Yankees.
right.
Yeah, yeah. The Baltimore Orioles was like, fuck this nigga, and he went to the Yankees and started beasting out.
Crazy
Yeah.
how old that game is too. Baseball.
What,
Baseball old as
baseball? I
shit.
know. Just
Yeah,
dates all the way the fuck back.
You know that shit got like a lot of like masonry, like like the feet, you know what I mean, in between the bases and shit and the diamond and shit. It's like a lot of masonry ties to that shit.
Oh yeah,
damn.
and
Even
basketball
football.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit is got all that. Yeah,
I don't know the numbers exactly, but if you just type that shit in, like
me neither.
you know, the size of
But
the
even in
diamond
the
and
court,
That's
every
what's up,
aspect
though.
of the court, like the design of the floor, all that shit.
yeah,
Every
even
sport.
baseball. What's it called? It's called America's pastime. So it's
America's
like
pastime.
it's past time.
How the fuck is that a pass? I know golf is America's pastime, but
Nah,
that's for
baseball.
that's for the
Not
rich
a
people, huh?
football is now to me. In my opinion, I feel like football then fucking took over everything.
Yeah.
But
It,
there ain't no
it has.
pastime.
No, it's
I get
just
it.
yeah, football take over Thursday.
Yeah.
If they won a
Yep.
Friday, they probably gotta take over
I know they could if they
Saturday.
wanted to.
College football
They
Saturday. I
got
mean,
let
they
they
trying
gotta
to
get
with college. They got to put better games on Friday night college football.
Yep. That's what it is now.
college football be like
Damn,
I fuck with college
who got the
football hard though.
police?
That's like my pick.
Your niggas got the police pulling
I
up and
know
shit. Y'all better watch out.
What?
I hear y'all niggas.
I know you can see it right there coming up the street.
Mm-hmm.
I know I see
You
that
in the
shit.
city. City boys
Man, that
living,
shit like
baby.
right there.
Right.
Nigga, that shit like right outside.
City boys.
Yeah. That's a club right there.
City boys.
Okay, that explains.
Well,
That
that's a
explains a
club.
lot because I be singing that shit a lot in your background, so that makes sense.
Yeah, all the time. Right there. There's one right there. There's
Hey,
one right
dude, how many
there.
times have you heard
All,
sirens in this background while
all,
we doing
all
the
this
show?
time,
All the time.
we thought you lived in the hood, dog. All this time, you was in the hood, dog. You in the
Now
hood.
they call this a little. Yeah, it's a little. It's cool.
Oh shit! I thought you was in the rap hood, not the real hood. Mm-hmm.
I forgot what we was talking about.
This nigga Babe Ruth, nigga.
Oh, Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I sent a couple of them.
Oh,
Pics. He do. He
And how
look mixed.
how baseball is like a Masonic game. Y'all got Google that shit. Just Google
Oh
how
yeah,
Might
cause
be.
them shapes
baseball
and
is
shit. The diamonds and all that.
and just
Please, I already know.
you know how everything's like master numbers and measurements in between shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That makes sense now.
Shit, totally Masonic game.
That's dope. That's dope,
Hey,
though.
hey Marcus, remember a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, you talking about how like people might have like virtual like boyfriends or shit like that.
Oh, that shit about to be crazy, though.
professional voice.
Like like on
Oh,
your
you mean like
phone
if
and shit,
living
like,
through they avatars and shit?
yeah. So there's actual somebody told me there's actual apps where you can like a AI. Have you ever seen like Her, like that movie?
Yeah,
It's like they actually got
What
apps
movie
like
was that? I know I seen it. What movie was that? What happened?
Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah. And the computer, he's like
Yes,
involved with the
yes.
computer.
Okay,
Scarlett
okay.
Johansson was the voice.
It's actually a decent movie.
Yeah, but it's also trifling and shit.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's like, but you can see
How he
motherfuckers
submitted
doing
to that
that.
shit.
Yeah. But that's what it's
You can
saying.
see
It's
it
just
good
like
there.
it's
I can
saying
see that. Yeah.
we're
Nah,
committing to the computer and all that shit. So
there's like
many.
multiple apps that do that shit now. Like you
Yeah.
can have a AI girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever,
Mhm.
spouse. All
Well,
that shit.
you saw how they got the AI
And they
the
learn you
build
though.
outs.
They learn
Yeah.
you.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Woo, that's freaky. But that's what we get into.
That's nothing. That's nothing
We
new
are,
though.
especially with
I
the
can
whole
I
COVID
Nah,
can
shit.
because you
see
So
people
nigga,
fellas
having
Ready
real
Player
already.
One.
interaction.
Ready Player One. That's what that is. That's Ready
Yeah.
Player One right there, nigga.
Like somebody that's lonely, somebody that's easily like to get like catfished or some shit like that. They're like susceptible to some shit like that. Like you start texting the
There's a
jump
lot of
like,
people out
oh,
here.
exactly, I miss you, some type shit, and the
There's a
little
lot of
computer,
people
I
out
miss
here
you
that
back.
have no.
Yeah, just yearning
Yeah.
for that
Yeah,
fucking,
and they know your favorite
even that
color,
attention.
your
Yeah,
tendencies, and all that shit. You know, what are you into? Oh, I seen you looking at, I seen your cookies. You looking at a piece of jewelry. Hey, what do you think about this piece? I should get you this, and I'm gonna
right.
But
spend
that
your money. I'm gonna spend your money because it's our money,
uh,
and they can buy you a
nah.
gift
But
and shit like that.
I feel like that has already been around though. I feel like it's
Or
already
I'm talking
been
about
like
that shit. You can download it right now on your phone right now. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, you
Hey,
don't
bro,
even need a
you
yeah,
know
real
what I just
person no
thought
more.
about
yeah.
just
You
now,
don't need a
Cole?
But
real
like
person.
but
You
when
know
we
what I just
think
thought
about
about
like
though?
Ready Player One, though, when we think about Ready Player One, we think about in the future or whatever the fuck. But I feel like that shit has already been. I think it's already been like weird niggas like that though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
feel like
not
dog.
it.
being weird,
Yeah, I
nigga.
feel like it's
Think
already
about
been like
no,
that.
They have
of
It
course.
wouldn't
cartoon
be a
like
room to
porn
build this shit if
available.
it
Niggas are getting
wasn't.
weirder every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
Niggas are getting
they
even more
build this
weird.
shit
That's the
off
point.
weird
Like
niggas.
Yeah. Even the video
exactly,
hey,
and it's
games.
niggas
You ever
hey,
see
even
the
more weird.
chicks on video games? That's for them
Randall,
horny ass nerd motherfuckers.
Huh?
Randall, you remember you remember my
Say my
roommate
government like that.
freshman year. My bad. Remy, you remember
Yeah,
you remember my roommate freshman year, dog.
yeah. You used
Off
to
the
bully him.
nah,
But go ahead.
I wasn't doing all that shit. But off that he was off his anime,
Yeah,
all that shit. Like, oh yeah, these anime girls, oh yeah, they look good. I was like, nigga, these are cartoons, my nigga. What you
yeah.
talking about? Dog?
He's
He
watched
was
what's that genre? Black Bible. That
yeah.
hentai porn.
I'm like, dog, this shit has been out here.
Oh, that's weird.
This Ready Player One is like it's nothing, dog. This shit has already been out here, dog. They
All right, but
already
look at
ready
this,
and
but
waiting
bro.
to spend any money on this bullshit.
Hey, but
Go
look at
ahead.
this shit right there. Look at this right here, right? What if they could play? Let's say you're a lonely man, you know what I'm saying, and they created this woman, right? And she could, like Randall said, but she was an AI, like generated or whatever, and she knew all your tendencies, right? So she could actually convince you to spend money on her. You know what I'm saying through the
Yep.
AI. Like she could been bit. Like let's say she was being created like by fucking I don't know what's the
Your
like I don't
wants.
know JP Morgan or some shit. I don't know. I'm just saying it's some big ass company and they
Walmart.
created some Walmart. Yeah, it created this like
Yeah.
female companion for men, but and it stems it's like kind
But
of
she
like the
gotta get
like
the
how
bag.
like you get likes on the internet. You know how like it is a like the like it stimulates that pleasure zone in your brain. So it's like
Yeah.
that female robot dog companion does. She stimulates
Dopamine.
that part in the man's brain, and then he gets that validation, and then he continues to buy products, which is actually making fun money for that corporation which created that robotic companion. You understand? Like nigga, that's a real thing that can happen. I
It's
can
happening
really
now.
fucking see that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Cause who?
Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
of course, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna be easily fucking controlled and stimulated if you give me every answer that I want to hear. Like, it don't even matter what you look like on the other end of that shit. Like, I guess that's like the stimulating part of that. They tapped into the one part of the brain you can't even fuck with, and they're
Yep.
gonna make the dolls behind it so you can get physical, so you can have the physical aspect of it. It's just all sorts of like a mind fuck you can do. Like that's what I mean. Like
Bruh,
we're,
I
we're to
tell
the
you, bro.
point we don't even have to go out and meet people for the urges that we have. It's just wild.
You think that's for a reason though? You think that's by design?
But they want to create like I don't know
Yeah, because
lonely
I think
people.
it's meant to keep a. You said what?
What they want to like create like lonely ass people. I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Or
mean.
Nah, I mean, yeah,
emotionally.
actually, yes. We could,
Hold on,
Like
I got a term.
detached,
All
Emotionally
right,
dependent people.
but still
all right.
detached
So
from
surprise. Oh,
reality
yes,
though.
let's get in the rabbit hole
Both,
real
both of
quick.
y'all right.
Let's get in the rabbit
Emotionally
Both.
hole.
independent people.
Let's get in the rabbit hole. So I be on the clubhouse joint listening to little
Bro,
rooms
there's
and
like a
shit.
whole top 10 apps for this shit.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. It's
That's crazy
crazy as
as
shit.
fuck.
So I was on this joint on a I was in a UFO joint. I forgot the name of the joint, but they was talking about how well everybody knows how they want to say that the powers that be don't want folks to know about UFOs and
Mhm.
intelligent life and all this other shit because it'll change the way of life and the whole power structure and all this other shit or whatever the fuck. But one dude had came on this joint and he was talking about how he thinks like the AI, the artificial intelligence or whatever, is already to the point we don't know about anyway.
Yeah.
But it's already to the point that it can AI can like do some mind control type shit and alter folks' minds and all this other shit to not see whatever the fuck is going on. And y'all talking about folks messing with these digital women or these you know what I'm saying, these
Fantasies.
fantasies and shit or whatever the fuck.
So we using less than AI at the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's what makes
Lust,
it okay. That's what's gonna make it
desire,
okay. Yeah.
Mm.
and
That's
that
what's gonna make it okay because it's a robot. So there's no emotions behind that shit. I'm not
yeah.
connected to this shit. So that's why it's just gonna be like numb. It's gonna be easy to ship that shit into culture for real.
And that
Wow.
what he was saying was it was they were trying to use that to make you steer away from actual intelligence trying to come to this earth or whatever or that have already been to this earth. Yeah, so you should be so wrapped up in this artificial intelligence and not the real intelligence, whatever that might be coming from wherever, whatever planet or shit from whatever different
Or
dimension or whatever
plain,
the fuck.
plain
Yeah,
dimension.
Yep.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so from whatever shit.
That's
These
crazy
niggas,
too.
y'all niggas gotta get on this clubhouse. These niggas be talking about some shit, boy. These niggas had
No,
me up all night.
we the clubhouse.
Exactly. And
Exactly, nigga. How you gonna see that shit and you on the flight? You on motherfucking overtime
Yeah.
talking about some other niggas, nigga. What are you talking
How
about?
dare you?
nah,
You know what we do.
Ain't no nah.
that was gonna be my segue into saying maybe we might want to make a
Ain't no nah.
clubhouse. We might want to make a clubhouse
Like the album
joint
shit.
because these
Yeah.
niggas just be jumping in them joints. Niggas be jumping in them rooms and shit. I was like, maybe we should make a club room house or whatever the clubhouse room or whatever the fuck.
If I got like
Everybody
an
gotta have an
invite,
iPhone.
You
if I
ain't
got
got
like an
that
invite,
shit.
Yeah, it might
yeah.
not. I mean,
You said
You
you
just
don't have
got
that iPhone?
no. You just gotta have a good connection, nigga.
Oh shit, I'm with it.
You just have a good connection.
I mean,
No, them
I
niggas be
mean,
talking about
it
everything in
could
that
definitely
joint.
help the following. It definitely probably help the following. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, that's it. But what I will say is like as far as like when we was talking about earlier when y'all was saying like why do they want to I guess keep us in our houses and all that shit. I mean, think about it, right? If you making money and you have a job, you ain't gotta leave your house, but you're not really like doing anything, outside of your house that's like kind of stimulating you and making you feel good, just like interactions with human beings, just exercise, just feeling the fresh air, enjoying the nice day, just breathing in the fresh air, all that shit. So it's like, okay, what can I do to make me feel good? Order food, order shit off Amazon, you know what I'm saying? Order shit
Exactly.
online, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Think about it.
And,
So that's how you get it
Exactly.
makes you feel good. You get that temporary, emotion you feel when you buy a new shirt, you buy some new shoes, you buy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. It's like that feeling
yeah,
you get when you buy something new. So people, because they sit inside, they want to feel some sense of accomplishment. So the easiest way to kind of feel a sense of accomplishment is by buying something new. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's
exactly.
kind of what it is. It's kind of like to sit us in our houses and and just make us full-time consumers. You know what I'm saying? But not even just that, like full-time slaves, because you're still working, you're still making your money at work, but then you also at the same time consuming at the same fucking rate. So you're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
So yeah,
let me ask this. Because you're onto something. Let me ask this. Whenever have you seen a pair of Jordans drop every motherfucking week, every motherfucking month? On
nigga,
before
that
we
shit been
had
happening
this
for
whole
years
Nike.
now, though, nigga.
No. Before we had this whole this Nike app. What was it? What is it? Sneakers app. I'm sorry, the sneakers app. Before we had that shit, when were Jordans dropping every motherfucking weekend? Every
All the
motherfucking. They
time.
weren't
And
dropping
they
like
drop every other day for real.
nah,
All the time.
nah. They weren't dropping like that though. They weren't dropping like that.
All
They
the
They
drop a
time.
weren't
pair
dropping like
today.
that.
Yeah.
All the time.
They'll give you no nigga. When we were in high school, they'll drop a pair of Jordans
It was
maybe
also
a
excessive.
season every other season or they'll drop a couple
No,
pairs.
sir. No, sir.
Listen, go to fucking if you're really on a sneaker joint, these niggas
Corey,
drop a
you gonna
fucking
tell
pair
me?
of Jordans every week, nigga. They
Corey,
drop
you
a
gonna
pair
tell
of
me?
fucking yes, they drop a pair of fucking Jordans every week, nigga. A pair of fucking Jordans that we already bought
but not the
every
classic.
fucking week, man. And they are, dog. They are. They're dropping them every fucking week, dog. Every fucking week. Look on that joint. The only reason why I know is because I'm still waiting for my goddamn Tim Duncans. I'm still waiting on my goddamn Tim
I know
Duncans.
when
I'm
they
waiting for
just
them
coming out
joints,
though.
dog. Thank
When
you,
the
dog.
fuck
I've
are
been
they
waiting for
coming
these
back out,
motherfuckers.
nigga? Like,
I've been watching this joint closely, dog. I'm like,
Corey,
God damn.
I think you following the wrong people. I've never seen a release date for them
I'm not
joints.
following nobody, nigga. This is the sneakers app,
I
dog.
remember
This
they
is where
did.
you
No, they
get
did pop
the
up on
sneakers
No,
there
app.
before.
I didn't see multiple release dates. I keep seeing the Lightning Force that's coming out. Release dates and push back. So like I see like a horizon, and I'm getting them
What?
joints. I don't care
What you talking
how
about?
I'm
Lightning
getting
Force.
them.
What is Lightning Force?
The
What are you
Lightning
talking
Force,
about?
the Jays Lightning Force.
Oh, see, I'm not. I
can
don't
I get a
care
picture
Yeah,
real
about
quick? Because I
those.
do not know what you're talking about right now.
It's
the
too
Lightning
many
Force.
Please,
drops.
can we get a
These are,
I
picture
don't
though?
even know. I don't even know what they look like.
Like I said,
I gotta see a
me and
picture.
kidding me?
Margo's looking for the Tim Duncans. We're looking for the Tim Duncans. They're supposed to drop at least 2 years ago, dog.
I can't believe
At
I'm
least
hearing
2
right
years
now.
ago.
These are like my holy grails.
They trying to drop some J's. They drop J's every week. Come on, dog. Go ahead, put them up
Man,
there. Put them up there.
every
Oh, them
3
joints, I
days,
don't think
man.
I've ever seen these before though.
Are you kidding me? These are my like
I've never
these and
seen
like
these
the
before.
Red Octobers are like my, you remember they came out in the pack at first?
Which one? I still
I
didn't
don't
even see
remember these
them.
The
bitches at
Lightning
all.
Force?
Come on.
Oh goodness
Put them
gracious.
up there. Put them up there. Like I said, man, they ain't dropped J's this furiously, dog. This just so
Yeah, you
ferociously.
right. You right
They
though.
dropping J's like
Oh yeah, they did. Oh yeah, they were a package. It was a lightning pack. It was a
Yeah.
black and yellow pair, and then it
Yeah,
was a
but the
pair
black
of
jump's not striking like these. These jumps are
because the black ones were suede too, weren't they? The
yeah,
first
this is
black
like
ones.
that. This is like that smooth as, new buck.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, you gotta wear
Yeah.
The new
Pittsburgh. You gotta
buck.
wear a Pittsburgh jersey with those, baby. Pittsburgh jersey.
I knew you was about to come with that shit. I knew you was about to say that shit.
I ain't see those. You gotta wear a Pittsburgh jersey with those.
Let me see. Now you wanna
About to be looking out for
right.
I'm
lightning
looking out.
force.
No,
You know.
don't cloud the apps. But yeah. All right, we can get up out of here.
But yeah,
We talk about a lot of bullshit this episode, but it was enlightening bullshit, especially
Yeah,
yeah.
it
We
was
talk about
cool. I feel good.
a lot of topics from
Very good range of things.
it's the Flagrant Podcast and it's overtime
that's how it
30.
be.
What's this? 38?
9,
39?
39.
Damn.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah,
Almost at
good
40.
numbers. Yeah.
That's some
And
old
then-
niggas.
Nigga.
These
Nigga,
these
actually,
overtimes are getting better.
for real, nigga, we like almost, yeah. Well, go ahead, actually, go ahead.
These overtimes are getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? Hit the links in the
Like,
description.
subscribe.
And also, you know what I mean? You can drag your cursor and see what you're interested in. I guarantee we got something you're interested in. Subscribe to Cursor. We highlighted. Who do that? Who showed us dedication? The Flowering Podcast. Merch. Audio.
Yeah.
Movies coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flowering Podcast. Him, Corey.